Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl. I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is strawberry letter number 10. Now I'm going to tell you before I even start this strawberry letter that there is a high degree of foolishness, pure, unadulterated foolishness in this letter. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? And it's long, okay? These girls are always writing books, okay? Anyway, I never thought that I'd be writing a complete stranger, but I follow your channel and I love your personality. But anyway, here goes. So I'm currently in college, soon to graduate and go off to medical school. I got in touch with a childhood crush and we instantly hit it off. I am only 20 while he is 29 and has 2 kids by 2 different women and has been in the military on active duty for 11 years, not to mention he's been stationed in Virginia and I'm in Jersey. When we began dating, it was cool. But it was also a big adjustment for me because I've never dated anyone so old and with children. Let's see. He had so much chivalry and always did nice things for me. I was constantly on the bus commuting from Jersey to Virginia. Now that it has been 6 months, their situation has drastically changed. I came to Virginia last week and brought his daughter with me as a surprise. The first 2 days of the visit was cool, but he told me he wanted me to meet a close friend of his who was also in the military. I met her Tuesday as I was coming into the apartment. When I got inside, I realized he's running in and out of the apartment bringing in luggage. I asked him what's going on and he tells me she's moving in with us for a few weeks because he didn't feel it was fair for her to have to stay on the base when she just got back from living overseas for 2 years. You fell for that? Okay. I have never heard of this girl prior to her moving in. I was completely shocked. He knew I was coming down here and he didn't even give me the heads up. Not to mention, I also paid for his daughter to come down here. I wanted this to be time with the 3 of us that we could spend together. Now he has apologized for initially making me unaware of his plans. But the situations have worsened. We argue constantly. He admitted to treating me and his quote-unquote friend differently. And I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. They say they've never been intimate, and I believe them. But when I tell him how I feel, he practically crucifies me and tells me basically that she's just a friend. She goes on and on and on and on and on. She says the chivalry went out the door. He doesn't open doors for her anymore. He doesn't say I love you anymore. She says, and I quote, "The only time we don't argue is when I'm on my back." Oh my God. I'm embarrassed to say that, but it's the truth. She said her mom tried to tell her she was too young for all this drama, but she wants me to tell her how I feel. Girl. I told y'all this was going to be some foolishness, right? What? I thought strawberry letter number 5 was out of control. Girl, the writing is on the wall right here, okay? Okay, I know he may say, he and the girl both say that they have never been intimate. That doesn't mean that they never will be or they're not interested in each other. You didn't say in this letter that she's unattractive. You didn't say in this letter that she's not his type. All you said in this letter was that he has admitted to treating you differently than how he treats her. And all of a sudden, since she stepped on the scene, he don't want to hug and kiss you or anything anymore. This is also a man who has 2 babies by 2 different baby mamas. And, okay, let me go ahead and start breaking it down. Number 1, you're 20 years old. Your mom is right. You don't need this drama. Number 2, the fact that he has 2 different kids by 2 different babies' mamas. He thinks he's a player from the Himalayas. He thinks he's a ladies' man. And just like how he's doing you, he seemed like, why would somebody treat you like this in front of a girl they're not interested in? Unless he wants the girl that he's supposedly not interested in to see how different he treats her than treats you. He's a ladies' man. That whole chivalry stuff you talked about, the opening doors for women stuff, saying nice things, hugging and kissing, the politeness, that's all a part of his game. That's how he got you, baby girl. He wasn't planning on keeping that stuff up. He did it for as long as it would take to get what he wanted out of you, and now he's ready to put all that on this other girl. Because as soon as she steps into the picture, he forgot how to hug you and all this other stuff. Girl, no ma'am. He's trying to impress the other girl in front of you. You're long distance, you don't know what was going on. If you say they've never been in a relationship and you didn't say she wasn't his type. You didn't say she wasn't cute. You just said that when you come into town, so is he. You never even heard of her. Come on, girl. You never even heard of her until now when he's bringing her luggage upstairs. And the excuse that he has to bring somebody you never heard of into the apartment while you're there is that she's been overseas for 2 years and he don't feel right. What? You fell for that? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's why he wanted you. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be blunt. And girl, this might sting a little bit. He likes young girls like you because he don't got to work that hard. He fed you these corny, lame lines and you fell for that? Why she gotta stay with him? She don't have no female friends? She don't have nobody else she can stay with but him? If she was that close to him in the 6 months that y'all been together, you would have heard about her. You hadn't heard nothing. She comes on the scene all of a sudden. Staying with him? So let me get this straight. So you say you're only there in the letter, she said she's only there for 1 more week. So let me get this straight. So when you leave in a week, she'll still be there? They'll still be together? Living together? Every night and every day? Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. Let him go. Tell him like Chris Brown said, deuces. Chuck the deuces to this brother. He is playing you. Okay, hold on, okay? Sorry guys, you know I'm a mommy first and a fabulous diva only second, okay? But anyway, like I was saying, let me just pick up where I left off and say no ma'am. There is a reason why somebody so much older is interested in you, somebody so much younger. He doesn't have to use as much game. He runs game. Look at me when I tell you, darling, don't you have a baby by this man. If you're serious about him, please know that as easy as it was for him to walk away from those 2 other women that had his baby, he would do the same thing for you. So if you do continue to be in a relationship with this man, don't you have a baby for this man. Don't you go and commit so much of your life to this man unless he's willing to make a commitment to you. I say this to everybody. Make sure you're married. I'm not going to be all old school and be like, you know, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to preach to you or anything like that. But I'm telling you, this man does nothing but make babies with girls and leave them. Unless you want that for you, I think you should let him go. You see how easy it is for him to turn from hot to cold with you. He probably did the same thing to those other ladies, except for the fact that they had babies with him. He goes from hot to cold quickly. He's not the committed, he's not the marrying type. He doesn't sound like the marrying type. I know you said that he hasn't been intimate with this other lady, but I'm telling you, he's campaigning. He is campaigning. He's trying to woo her. And as soon as you leave, he's going to put his game, he's going to lay his game down quite flat. He's going to lay his Mac down quite flat. I'm telling you. He's going to start working on a girl. I bet you she's his type. I bet you he likes her. She comes out of nowhere. And now he treating you funny the instant she steps on the scene. Girl, if this was anybody else, you would see this coming from a mile away. So you need to see it now that it's you. If any of your girlfriends said, all of a sudden my boyfriend brought this girl over, I never heard of her, and now he's treating me funny, you would say, what? Girl, please. You need to listen to that. Do you need me? Sorry, my camera is full, so it keeps cutting off, and I keep having, anyway. But don't, like I was saying, do you need me to tell you he's playing you? It is so obvious. This situation absolutely stinks. You need to tell him it's been real and let him go. I'm serious. He's still playing games. 29, people always look at the man's age like that means something. He's 29, but he's acting 19. He hasn't changed. He hasn't grown. He hasn't matured. He doesn't act like a man. He acts like a boy. He runs away from his responsibilities, and he's already thinking about what's next. Because what other reason would there be? No. You need to see this. This one is obvious, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to post video responses, rate, comment, subscribe. And I've been in the military. I know how military men do. That's why I didn't marry one. I know how they do. They go from station to station to station. A lot of them have women in every station they go to. I've been in the military. Yeah, Bronze Goddess is an Army veteran. I'm telling you, I know how military men do. That's why I refuse to have married one. I'm telling you, not all of them. Please get that straight. Not all of them. But I've seen enough foolishness in my time to know something's not right with him and old girl. Okay? Anyway, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you like my videos, come on, subscribe, all right? Later, divas.